Hey, good morning, Morena TPC community. Hope you guys had a fantastic sleep last night. And I woke up at around about 4 a.m. this morning, and I don't like doing that because that kind of stuffs my whole day up. And then I managed eventually to get back to sleep and woke up about maybe 10 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago. So this day is an amazing day. It's another opportunity for you to know thyself, and knowing thyself really is, I think is how your mind works, how what we call TMIs, thoughts and mental images, actually process in your mind. Because the TPC quote, all is in the image perceived in your mind. And today, what is today? The 14th of January, the second day of your TPC Mindset Conditioning program. It's all about really you as awareness and consciousness perceiving seeing with your mind's eye your thoughts. We think in mental images, we think in pictures. So today, as you go throughout your day, become more aware of thoughts. That's basically it. And be very careful for your negative image drivers. And what I mean by negative image drivers is that when you don't feel good, and I'm not suggesting that we should always be chasing feeling good. There are times where it's okay just to, um, you know, to observe a feeling, and find out where is this coming from. And that's one of the first TPC cognitive tools is TPC 2D, which is become the alarm system of your mind. Become aware of thoughts that are processing in your mind. One of the meanings for the word process means a series of actions taken in order to come to a particular end. So a thought that pops into your mind really wants to come to a particular end, and that end is a emotion, because thoughts create emotions. And so today, you are the observer. You're simply watching, you're perceiving images. And the more you do that, what you'll find is that you'll actually become more of someone who's watching thoughts rather than thoughts um, um, pretty much taking over you. And in saying taking over you, it sounds a bit, oh, what's going on here? But what you find is that because people are not aware of being aware, when people are not aware of being aware, um, everything runs on autopilot. Like these thoughts begin to run on autopilot. And so, because of the mind body connection, that person's life is no longer them as an observer, but rather them as the actor in the movie or the recipient of a thought. To change your life, you must first actually identify those thoughts and actually drastically, to some degree, change those thoughts. And this is a time period. This really is something that should have been taught in the educational system, where you can imagine as children learn to become the observer of thoughts, and eventually, what happens is, let's say they're now teenagers and adults, because they've been taught, and that's been a practice for them, year after year, they then become the control center of their mind. And so today is becoming the control center of your mind. I'm trying not to go too much on, these videos here. But firstly, thank you and welcome those new people to the TPC community. And, for me, as a TPC mindset coach, I love what I do. I had someone say to me yesterday, that's a specialized type of skill. I think we all have innate abilities. And you have to find out what your innate abilities are, because your innate abilities, they are kind of a blueprint towards what your purpose is. And innate ability, let's say you're amongst 10 people and you all have one task to do, but you're the only one with that innate ability. Within the other 9 people, some of them are going to actually struggle, some of them are going to give up, and some of them who are just not going to enjoy doing that particular task, but you will, because that's innate to you. That's natural to you. So Even another thing today, find out what you're good at, find out what you love to do, because as life kind of moves on and progresses, and eventually your time's over, I strongly suggest that you find out what you love to do on this planet. And I love one thing I love doing is I love helping people. I really love helping people, um, and by helping people, that I feel better when doing so. There's an ancient quote, and I won't go on, I promise. There's an ancient quote, and it says, "They that refresh others, themselves will be refreshed." And I found that in my own life by doing what I'm doing. And so today is that. Become the observer, my friends, TPC community. Become the observer of thoughts. Just sit and ponder and say, where did this thought come from? What does it want? Okay? What's going on? What does this thought want? Where did it come from? And the more you do that, you realize that, well, you're becoming more conscious, you're becoming more aware, and you're realizing that you're simply watching images, moving images perceived by you as the mind. And I'm trying to kind of remember last night. So the first word was mine, which was truck, then duck, then bird, then I think it was camera, I think it was lens, and then photo. And after photo, there was, what's the other one after photo? You guys remember? After photo, well, actually, I better finish this off because it's nearly 10 minutes. So have a fantastic day. And how do you feel? Let's go. Happy, healthy, terrific. The more you think, the more you, and it's all about image banking. So the more you thinking great positive stuff, the more you're speaking positive stuff, what's going to happen? Those images will build as images banked in your subconscious mind, and then eventually affect your awareness. So happiness is not a person, not necessarily a person, a place, or a possession, but it's a mental state. And if you every day are waking up in the morning, it's a fantastic day. I feel happy, healthy, and terrific. The more you do that, what you're doing is you're rewiring your mind. You are changing your thinking patterns, because your thinking pattern determines your life pattern, and eventually you'll begin to glow and grow and then flow. Why? Because all is in the image perceived in your mind. Love you guys. Have a fantastic day.